What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, December 23rd, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Director Denis Villeneuve is being eyed to helm an upcoming reboot of Dune for Legendary. According to Variety, the studio prior to Thanksgiving acquired the rights to the iconic novel of the same name with options to produce films or television projects. Interest in Villeneuve handling Dune comes as the 49-year-old is preparing Blade Runner 2049, a sequel to another classic sci-fi series. The film, starring Ryan Gosling and a returning Harrison Ford, is released its first trailer Monday. Dune, which tackles themes of politics, religion, and nature, follows main protagonist Paul Atreides, whose family controls the desert planet Arrakis, the only producer of a highly valuable resource. Once the family is betrayed, Atreides leads a rebellion to take the planet back. The property was first adapted into a 1984 film directed by David Lynch. Although originally a critical commercial failure, the picture is now considered a cult classic. The Lost City of Z released its first teaser starring Charlie Hunnam and Robert Pattinson on Thursday. The preview sees Colonel Percy Fawcett, played by Hunnam, searching for a legendary city in the rainforests of Brazil with his aide-de-camp Corporal Henry Costin, played by Pattinson, and son Jack, played by Tom Holland. The Lost City of Z is based on the David Grant book of the same name, which tells the story of Fawcett, a real-life British explorer. James Gray directed the adaptation, which co-stars Sienna Miller as Fawcett's wife, Nina. Hunnam recently told Entertainment Weekly, "One of the things that James and I felt strongly that we wanted to explore in the film was the conflict between family life and the exterior demands that are made on us and the social and economic demands that we all need to deal with in life." He also elaborated being balanced or in conflict with the internal drive to be the people we want to be and achieve the things that we want to achieve. The Lost City of Z opens in theaters April 21st, 2017. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling revealed on social media that she is hard at work on 2 new novels. Rowling outed the new projects while answering a fan's question on Twitter about whether or not these are new books on the horizon. Rowling tweeted before noting to another fan, "I'm working on it literally. I'm always working on a novel. It's my thing." Twitter users then started to speculate whether this meant new Harry Potter books were on the way, with one fan asking if it would be a novel based on Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, protagonist Newt Scamander. She wrote, No, there won't be Newt Scamander novels, only movies. Calm down here." On a separate tweet, Rowling then revealed that one novel will be released under her name, while another will feature her pen name, Robert Gibraltar. The 51-year-old stated, "I'm not sure which will come out first. I'll let you know as soon as I do." According to Time, the Gibraltar novel will presumably be the 4th entry in her Cormoran Strike series following the 2015 release of Career of Evil. Showtime says that it has ordered a 12-episode 8th season of Shameless to air in 2017. The Chicago-set series is a remake of a British comedy drama about a financially struggling dysfunctional family. The American version stars William H. Macy and Emily Ransome and wrapped up its 7th season this week. Its ensemble also includes Jeremy Allen White, Ethan Kotkowski, Shanola Hampton, Steve Howey, Emma Keenly, Cameron Monaghan, and Isadora Gerster. The news release noted, as Season 7 of Shameless came to an end, the Gallaghers dealt with the loss of one of their own and grappled with mixed feelings about their grief. Fiona had to once again care for Frank in his time of need, while Frank had a new scheme in mind. Focus Features has released a 10-minute video showing Liam Neeson reading aloud the first chapter of Patrick Ness's young adult novel, A Monster Calls. The clip also features footage from the film adaptation of the beloved book, for which Nielsen plays the title character via motion capture and performance, animation, and voiceover. Directed by J.A. Bayona, the movie is scheduled to open in Los Angeles and New York Friday and will expand nationwide on January 6. It co-stars Sigourney Weaver, Leslie Jones, Toby Kebbell, and Louis McDowell. The story centers on 12-year-old Connor, whose mother is dying. The synopsis reads, he has little in common with his imperious grandmother. His father has resettled thousands of of miles away, but Connor finds a most unlikely ally when the monster appears at his bedroom window one night. Ancient, wild, and relentless, the monster guides Connor on a journey of courage, faith, and truth that powerfully fuses imagination and reality. Former Today co-host Katie Couric is set to return to the morning television program for just 1 week in January. Entertainment Tonight report Couric will fill in for current Today's star Savannah Guthrie, who has been on maternity leave since giving birth to her second child December 9th. Meredith Vieira and Natalie Morales will also each co-anchor the show for a week next month, E! News said. Couric co-hosted Today with Matt Lauer from 1981 to 2006. She returned as guest to promote her stand-up to cancer telethon in 2008 and promoted her book The Best Advice I Ever Got there in 2011. Since leaving Today, the 59-year-old broadcasting journalist and anchored the CBS Evening News for 5 years, hosted a syndicated talk show called Katie from 2012 to 2014, and has served as global news anchor for Yahoo News since 2014. Oprah Winfrey is feeling free after losing over 40 pounds. The 62-year-old media mogul showed off her slimmed-down figure in new ads for Weight Watchers released Thursday. Winfrey announced in her Take the Leap promo, "Since I started Weight Watchers, I've lost over 40 pounds. I can honestly tell you, I struggle no more." She also added in her Live Well, Lose Weight ad, "Like everybody, I want to live a life that's full of happiness found in living the life I want, full of the energy that comes with good health, full of the great foods I love. I live well while losing weight." Winfrey was named a Weight Watchers spokesperson in October 2015 after purchasing 10% of the company's shares. She has lost 26 pounds as of May and told reporters the same month that she plans to stick with the program. The star said, "I don't feel like I'm on a diet that I ever going to go off again. I generally think it's been easier this time than the other 3,000 times I've gone on a diet because I don't even feel like it's a diet." Winfrey revealed in an interview with People in June that she also exercises to keep trim. She says she tries to do something every day that allows her to feel active, including logging 10,000 steps per day. The media mogul qualified, "I don't make myself crazy about it. I just know that movement and flexibility, particularly the older you get, is what makes you feel alive. So I don't want to just be alive, I want to feel it." Kourtney Kardashian is going all out with 6 Christmas trees this year. The 37-year-old reality star confirmed on her website Wednesday that she bought and decorated 3 trees for her house and a tree for each of her 3 kids, Mason, Penelope, and Rain. Kardashian wrote, "Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I love to get into the spirit by decorating a bunch of trees. We ended up with 6 trees this year, 2 hug trees, huge trees in the entryway, 1 in the living room, and 1 in each kid's room." She also had, "We all go to a lot together and have the kids pick out their own trees for their bedrooms. It's always really fun to get out the decorations with my kids and go through to see what we're into or not into this year." Mason, 7, has a tree festooned with red, white, and blue ornaments, including a sock monkey wearing a sweater with his initials. Penelope has bold pink and purple decorations, while Rain has a wildlife theme including lions and giraffe ornaments. Kardashian said in an interview with Vogue, "Christmas morning takes place at my house, and my entire family comes here, so I also have the responsibility to make it special for all of them, and I love doing it." Kardashian shares 3 children with ex-partner Scott Disick, for whom she split in July 2015. The couple were recently rumored to have reconciled and reportedly spend the holidays as a family. Sources told Us Weekly in November they're planning to do everything over the holidays with the kids, and we'll see what happens. For now, they're taking little steps in the right direction. Coco Austin and daughter Chanel delighted fans Wednesday by wearing matching outfits. The 37-year-old television personality and her one-year-old daughter paid tribute to Chanel's name by donning costume Chanel-inspired ensembles. Austin captioned a photo of herself with Chanel on Instagram. "Chanel and I are very happy campers. We're in Arizona for the holidays. Hashtag Coco Chanel. Hashtag baby Chanel Nicole." She added to another picture that showed off the back of their outfits. "Will the real Coco please stand up?" Austin welcomed Chanel with husband Ice-T back in November of last year. She and Chanel also wore matching outfits to the Minnie Mouse theme party she and Ice-T threw earlier this month for the toddler's first birthday. Austin told E! News at the bash the party planner had asked us what is her favorite cartoon, and I was like, pretty much anything Mickey or Minnie. She just brightens her face every time she sees them. She also added, the funny thing is, I blended these outfits together late last night. This was not even supposed to be a matchy-matchy thing. Austin and Ice-T, who plays Detective Tutuola on Law & Order SVU, married in 2002. The television personality revealed in a blog post for E! In February that she and the actor aren't planning on having more kids. She gushed, I'm completely satisfied with my little family right now. I love it. Second child doesn't even come to mind because I'm all about her. I have to say, baby Chanel is like my one and only. Victoria Justice is reportedly dating former co-star Reeve Carney. Sources confirmed to E! News this week that the 23-year-old actress and 33-year-old actor got together after meeting on the set of Fox's Rocky Horror Picture Show reboot. Insiders said that the show was the genesis of their relationship and where it all began. They've been together for a couple of months now and aren't going out of their way to hide it, but just don't go out there in public a ton. Justice and Carney appeared to confirm their relationship while attending the Just Jared holiday party Monday. The pair were joined by their respective siblings Madison Reed and Zane Carney. Sources revealed they obviously came together and were acting like a couple, holding hands and taking cute pictures in the photo booth. The Rocky Horror Picture Show co-stars were first linked in October after they were spotted holding hands at a haunted hayride. Justice promoted Carney's new album, Youth is Wasted, on Instagram the same month. She captioned her post adding a heart emoji. My ridiculously talented hashtag Rocky Horror castmate at Reeve Carney just dropped his album, and it's amazing. If your ears are in need of some great music, get it on iTunes now. Justice previously dated model Pearson Foyde. She is known for starring on the Nickelodeon series Zoe 101 and Victorious, while Carney portrayed Dorian Gray on the Showtime drama Penny Dreadful. The only single star, Hilary Duff, recently got flirty with Scott Eastwood in Los Angeles. The 29-year-old actress was all smiles with the 30-year-old actor during an outing at Catch LA over the past weekend, according to E! News. Duff was reportedly hanging out with a girlfriend Saturday when Eastwood said hello. A source revealed at one point she was very flirtatious with Scott. The two talked for quite some time. Hillary was all smiles and looked happier than ever despite her recent split. Duff and Eastwood reportedly left the restaurant together and headed to 10 AK nightclub. Insiders said the pair were very casually chatting but didn't display any obvious PDA. The sighting followed news that Duff and boyfriend Jason Walsh had called it quits. People reportedly earlier this month that the couple recently split after less than a year of dating. A source said at the time they weren't on the same page. She wanted to move to New York, but her life is in L.A. Duff was seen with ex-husband Mike Cormie prior to her encounter with Eastwood, according to Perez Hilton. She and the retired NHL star were married less than 4 years and shares a 4-year-old son, Luca. The actress admitted last week on The Talk, I do think I got married too young. I was 22 when I got married. I'm now divorced. I have a 4-year-old. I wouldn't change any of it for the world. Duff is known for the Disney Channel sitcom Lizzie McGuire and presently portrays Kelsey Peters on the TV Land series Younger. Eastwood last starred in Suicide Squad and will next appear in Live by Night. NBA great Kobe Bryant delighted fans Wednesday by sharing a first photo of his new daughter. The 38-year-old retired Los Angeles Lakers star introduced baby Bianca on Instagram after welcoming the infant with wife Vanessa earlier this month. He captioned the picture, at Vanessa, Brian and I are beyond excited to welcome our newest baby girl Bianca. Hashtag baby blessing, hashtag sweet baby, hashtag another angel. TMZ reported on December 8th that Brian and Vanessa recently welcomed their third child. The couple are already parents to two other daughters, 13-year-old Natalia and 10-year-old Gianna, and announced they were expecting again in July. The pair said at the time, beyond blessed and excited to share that we're expecting our third baby girl, hashtag blessed, hashtag baby mamba, hashtag thankful. Brian said in an interview with Access Hollywood at the ESPY Awards the same month that having 3 girls is a huge, huge blessing. He retired from the NBA in April after 20 years with the Los Angeles Lakers. Tori Spelling and husband Dean McDermott are being sued by City National Bank for nearly $200,000 after failing to make payments on a loan. According to Los Angeles Superior Court documents obtained by E! News, the couple had taken out a $400,000 loan from the bank in December of 2012 and were expected to make a monthly payments. Now, City National Bank is seeking the late payments along with accrued interest and late fees. The lawsuit reads, as of December 2, 2016, defendants Tori and Dean own plaintiff City National Bank an unpaid principal balance in the amount of $185,714.05 plus interest in the amount of $2,407.92 for a late charge in the amount of $681.41 for a total of $188 $1,803.38, the lawsuit reads. These amounts remain due, owing, and unpaid. Interest, attorney fees, and costs continue to accrue. Additionally, the former 90210 star is being asked to pay back $17,149, which she alleged overdrew in September. This marks the second time Spelling and McDermott have been sued over an outstanding balance after they faced a lawsuit from American Express in January for failing to pay off a $38,000 balance. In October, the reality star were ordered to pay up. Spelling last made headlines on Monday after she and McDermott revealed that they are expecting a boy for their fifth child. Alan Thicke's official cause of death has been released. The actor died at the age of 69 on December 13 from a ruptured aorta and a standard type A aortic dissection, according to a death certificate obtained by Entertainment Tonight. The listed time interval between the start of the ruptured aorta and his death is minutes, while the onset of the aortic dissection and his death is 3 hours. The symptoms associated with the aortic dissection include severe chest or back pain, vomiting, sweating, and lightheadedness. Notably, the growing pain star was vomiting and not feeling well prior to his death while he was playing hockey with his 19-year-old son Carter. Thicke is survived by his sons Carter, Brennan, and singer Robin, and his wife of 11 years, Tanya. On Sunday, the family held a memorial service for Thicke that was attended by the cast of Growing Pains, including Kirk Cameron and Leonardo DiCaprio, and among other celebrities such as Bob Saget, Alex Trebek, and Bill Maher. On Tuesday, Tanya Thicke ended her silence and released a statement commenting on Thicke's passing and asking for privacy for their family. She said, "It is with gut-wrenching sadness and unbelievable grief that I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for the outpouring of love and support during this unimaginable time. Through tears and smiles, our dearest of family and friends came together at our home to celebrate the life of my sweet and devoted husband, Alan Thicke." She concluded by saying, "Yesterday, along with my stepsons and our combined extended family, we laid my beloved husband, soulmate, and the patriarch of our family to rest. We ask that you respect our privacy during this time of profound mourning." The family of slain singer Christina Grimmie has filed a lawsuit against the concert promoter and owners of the Plaza Live following her death at the venue. According to Billboard, the suit filed Tuesday named IEG Live and the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra Plaza Foundation, which owns the Plaza Live where Grimmie was shot, along with the security company who was working at the event. Grimmie's father, mother, and brother alleged that the companies failed to take adequate security measures to ensure the safety of the performers and the attendees at the concert venue, and believes that they should pay for medical and funeral services, the future support and services Christina would have provided, and for the emotional distress caused by her death. The family is seeking a jury trial. The lawsuit states that Grimmie supported her family financially as they were involved in her career after moving to Los Angeles. Brother Marcus worked as a tour manager. Grimmie was gunned down in June as she was signing autographs and selling merchandise following the concert in Orlando. The shooter, 27-year-old Kevin James Loibel, fatally shot himself after he was tackled to the ground by Marcus. Loibel had been able to smuggle in 2 9mm Glock handguns, 2 full magazines, and a hunting knife, with the lawsuit stating that only superficial back checks were performed on attendees. It also continues by saying the death of Christina was caused by the negligent and culpable conduct of the defendants who failed to provide adequate security measures to protect Christina at the Plaza Live Theater on June 10, 2016. Grimmie's father, Marks, in speaking with the Orlando Sentinel, stated that the family's intention also raised awareness about the level of security at concert venues. He says, "I think it was really an eye-opening because we know lots of artists that perform at venues that have no security at all. Now more than ever, they realize this could have been them or their family." The attorneys for the Grimmies, Brad Kaplan, added that the comprehensive security measures are valid for the venues. He says, "Doing the bad check serves what purpose if you're not going to follow it up with a metal detector or a pat-down? The facility has no gun policy. If you decide to do that, you've got to do the job right." Grimmie, 22, was known for competing on The Voice and finished in 3rd place during Season 6 after she was discovered on YouTube. 16 and pregnant star Valerie Fairman died Wednesday at the age of 23. The Chester County coroners told E! News the cause of death is under investigation, although TMZ reports that the MTV star died of an apparent drug overdose. Fairman's mom told TMZ the star was at a friend's home in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, when she went into the bathroom and didn't come out. The friend ultimately broke down the door and discovered Fairman unresponsive. MTV spokesperson told E! News, "We're saddened by the news of Valerie Fairman's passing. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family at this time." Fairman, who starred on 16 and Pregnant Season 2, had struggled with substance abuse for years and was arrested for prostitution in 2015. She was taken in last week for resisting arrest and providing false ID to laws enforcement, according to TMZ. The MTV star leaves behind her 7-year-old daughter, Neva Lynn Fairman, who is presently staying with her mother. Her 16 and pregnant co-stars Chelsea Huska and Janelle Evans, who now star on Teen Mom 2, were among those to react online to her death. Huska tweeted, "How incredibly sad. My heart goes out to her daughter and family." Evans wrote, "Oh my God, I just spoke to her a couple of months ago and I told her I'm proud of her and it looks like she's doing good. Don't take life for granted. Hold your children and love them close." Christmas has come early for fans of Chance the Rapper and Jeremiah as the duo released a surprise holiday-themed mixtape on SoundCloud. The 9-song project, titled Merry Christmas, Lil' Mom, was discovered on the music site Thursday and featured a collection of holiday tunes, including a cover of Carol of the Bells and titled Chi-Town Christmas. Other notable tracks include The Tragedy, feature rapper Nona Mai, I Should Have Left You, featuring rapper Lufo, and All the Way, that is highlighted by an appearance by comedian Hannibal Buress. The mixtape is the latest release from Chance the Rapper's following the critically acclaimed coloring book in May. Chance the Rapper last made headlines after he performed on Saturday Night Live alongside actor Casey Affleck. The episode previewed by a comedic skit that featured the pair attempting to unsuccessfully decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. Pop star Charlie Puth is ending his short-lived fling with Bella Thorne. The 25-year-old singer publicly called it quits with Thorne on Thursday after the 19-year-old actress reminisced about ex-boyfriend and Teen Wolf star Tyler Posey on Twitter. Puth tweeted, "I can't believe what I'm reading. No one should have their hearts messed with like this, and I'm not going to be in the middle of it," he told to his 909,000 followers. "I don't know Tyler personally, but I know he shouldn't be treated this way." He added, "She told me she's not with him anymore. This is all news to me. I want nothing but peace for all. I'm just removing myself from this." Thorne had shared a throwback photo of herself with Posey the night previous, writing, "Taking a trip down memory lane." She posted the picture shortly after Puth alluded to their split online. The singer tweeted, "I'm sorry, you know who you are. I messed a lot of things up. I get it if we can't be friends, you know who you are, but if you could just come to your senses, you know who you are." Puth and Thorne sparked dating rumors Sunday after they were spotted holding hands and kissing during a beach day in Miami. The singer reportedly serenaded Thorne at the 2016 Y100 Jingle Ball finale show later that night. A source told People Charlie said that they were just friends, but during his second song he was singing to her on stage. She was off side stage. Thorne and Posey were assumed to still be dating until the actress was spotted with Puth this week. The actor had called Thorne his love when he wished her a happy birthday on Instagram in October. Fans will be able to stream all 16 albums from Garth Brooks on Amazon Music Unlimited starting Saturday. In a statement, the 2016 CMA Entertainer of the Year and country music legend said, "I hope my fans will enjoy the surprise holiday gift. As we look to 2017, I couldn't be more thrilled to have Amazon Music along for the ride of my upcoming tour as we go worldwide." Stephen Boom, the vice president of Amazon Music, says, "Garth is an incredible artist that our customers love to listen to. In just 2 months since his debut to stream exclusively on Amazon Music, Garth has become one of the top stream artists, and the ultimate hits and double live have been top stream albums. We're thrilled today to announce that even more from Garth is coming exclusively to Amazon Music this Saturday, including award-winning and popular albums like No Fences, The Chase, and more. We can't wait for customers to start enjoying the entire Garth catalog." And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1959, Chuck Berry is arrested in St. Louis on charges relating to his transportation of a 14-year-old girl across state lines for allegedly immoral purposes. "Never saw a man so changed," is how the great Carl Perkins described the experience of touring in England in 1964 alongside Chuck Berry. He says he had been an easygoing guy before, the kind of guy who jams in dressing rooms, sits and swaps licks and jokes, but in England he was cold, real distant, and bitter. The before to which Perkins referred was the 4-year period from 1956 to 1959, when Berry established his reputation as one of rock and roll's founding fathers, not only turning out such classic hits as Maybelline and Johnny B. Good, but also establishing the very template that nearly every rock and roll guitarist after him would follow. What had changed Chuck Berry, in Perkins' opinion, was partly the long, hard grind of years of one-night-only live performances, but as Perkins also said, I figured it was mostly jail. Between 1960 and 1963, the man who helped invent rock and roll spent 20 months in federal prison following his conviction on charges of violating the Mann Act. The Mann Act is the common name for a piece of federal legislation originally known as the United States White Slave Traffic Act of 1910. Though intended as a tool for cracking down on organized prostitution, the vague language of the Mann Act regarding the transportation of women for moral purposes rendered its provisions broad unenforceable. It has been selectively appealed in various high-profile cases over time, however, most famously in Berry's and in that of the heavyweight boxing great Jack Johnson. In Berry's case, the Mann Act charges stem from what Berry contended was his offer of legitimate employment in his St. Louis nightclub to a girl he had met in a bar in Juarez, Mexico. 3 weeks after being fired from Berry's nightclub, 14-year-old Janice Nori Escalante took a different story to the St. Louis police, and Berry was arrested 2 days later, on this date in 1959. Berry's defense was not found credible by the all-white all-male jury as his first trial, and he was convicted on March 11, 1960, and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment and a $5,000 fine. Although he would have his conviction vacated and a new trial ordered by the Federal Appeals Court in October 1960 due to disparaging racial comments made by the judge in his original trial, Berry would be convicted again on the retrial in March 1961 and served better part of the next 2 years in prison. Also, on this date in 1993, Philadelphia, starring Tom Hanks, in the first major Hollywood movie to focus on AIDS, opens in theaters. In the film, Hanks plays Andrew Beckett, a gay attorney who is unjustly fired from his job because he suffers from AIDS. Denzel Washington co-stars as Joe Miller, a homophobic personal injury lawyer who takes on Beckett's case and comes to terms with his own misconceptions about gay people and the disease. Directed by Jonathan Demme and featuring Antonio Banderas as Beckett's boyfriend, Jason Robards as his boss, and Joanne Woodward as his mother, Philadelphia was nominated for 5 Academy Awards and collected Oscars for Best Actor for Hanks and Best Original Song for Bruce Springsteen's The Street of Philadelphia. In his Academy Awards speech, Hanks thanked his school drama teacher and fellow classmate, calling them two of the finest gay Americans, two wonderful men that I had the good fortune to be associated with, to fall under their inspiration at such a young age. Prior to Philadelphia, only a handful of smaller films such as 1986's Parting Glances and 1990's Longtime Companion had dealt with AIDS, which emerged as an epidemic in the early 1980s and was initially heavily stigmatized because it was perceived as a disease of gay people and drug users. And as your entertainment report for Friday, December 23rd, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great Merry Christmas weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.